crafty friends, welcome back to the Old Paper Lady. I'm Lori. If you're new here, hi, welcome, and thank you for joining us. Today I think I'm going to continue making sure our cover is good. We are going to make us a template for the inside of our cover so we can sew our signature in. Now get me a piece of paper that's big enough. And then we are going to get our signatures together. So hopefully we can get all of that done today. Alright, and I haven't messed with it since last night. It is, let's see, what is it? It's Tuesday, about 6:30, 7 o'clock. So let's see what we got here. I think it has turned out pretty good. We got a few pieces here where it's got that white showing on the inside, and just a few little straggly bits here we just need to trim up. But it is adhered to the cover, and I am happy with that. So we're just going to take a few minutes here and just do a little bit of trim up some of this white edging that's showing on the underneath side that I do not want to see. And then I think we can put our corners on. And this is just, you know, where we cut it. Which I kind of figured I'd have to do a little bit of trim work on it. But I wanted to let it dry good, you know. I'm just getting a little bit of the straggly bits. So what I'm doing is I'm taking and I'm holding my scissors at an angle, and then I'm just clipping that. You need a fairly sharp pair of scissors, because if not, it'll haggle up your material. So any little bit that's hanging over here, we're just gonna snip it. Oh goodness, what is Snoop gonna bark about now? He was laying on his bed in the hallway. Apparently something made a racket he didn't like. Okay. And we got this little bit here where it's got the white showing on the underneath. I don't want to see that. So we're going to snip it. Snip it, snip it. And that should be it. We should be ready to go. I'm going to have to wipe my eye because before I sit down here, apparently I got something in it. Hey, for some reason or another, this dog likes to bark at my mama every time she moves in her room. He don't think she's supposed to get up and go out of her room, and he likes to bark at her. And I think it's because most of the time she has a coffee cup or something like that with her. He thinks he's going to get him a treat. Okay. Alrighty, so it's got that bit. So there's a few little straggly pieces here. Just making sure, you know, perfection. I'm going to turn over this side and make sure that there's no bits showing on this side as well, because this is our outside cover. And see, there's some white showing there, so we need to snip that. Okay, I think we got it, y'all. I think it is good. Okay. So I just wanted, you know, to go around and clean up where we had glued it down. And like I said, I cut it right at the cereal box chipboard piece. So then I wanted to clean up any little straggly bits and stuff like that. So now everything on it is glued down. We shouldn't have any frayed bits. So right there is irritating on that one side. I don't understand. This keeps wanting to fray right here. And I think we'll just go around it. So you see what I'm saying? Like I hold it at an angle and get the tip right on it. And that clips that frayed bit. Kind of rounds it around the cover as well. Now you can take and do a zigzag stitch on this, but I am afraid to do that with my small sewing machine because I'm afraid it's going to break the needle. I don't think it'll go through this. So that's why I don't normally go through the chipboard pieces and that. Ooh, let's not do that on camera. Y'all see what I about did? About took the paper towel to them sharp scissors with my finger in it. It didn't get me good. All right, so this is what not to do safety-wise with your scissors. Okay. All right, let's be done with the scissors today. Put them up. And hopefully we can get our corners put on this. And I know somebody's going to say, well, why did you cover the spine first? Because I'm going to put red thread in it, and that's going to be fine. I'm going to do these antique gold. I think that's going to look really pretty. And I got a bunch of antique gold topper pieces. Now what I am going to do, so I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to run it up the edge of that. And that's how you can do fray checking. If you don't actually have the fray check product, you take your glue. See where this right here is along the edge? It keeps wanting to mess with me. So I'm just going to run that glue right along the edge of it right there. Put a stop to that. I'm going to do it on this side too, on the front end here. Alrighty. So we decided that we wanted the lighter piece to be the front cover. Alright. Y'all gotta forgive me, my hand is still hurting quite a bit. I don't know if it's going to quit hurting anytime soon. I can tell you that much. It just hurts. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Fabri-Tac on this, on these, because that is the fabric in the front. So we'll put us a little smidge of Fabri-Tac in there. I think this is going to turn out quite pretty. Prettier than I actually expected. The inside, I really do like that. That's turned out quite good. Because I was kind of unsure about the wood grain, to be quite frankly honest. I was really not too sold on the wood grain myself, actually. But I think it is going to do quite fine. Oh yes, that's gonna look good, ain't it? Yep, I thought so. Good. Good, good, good. So I'm thinking, and I was looking at my papers last night, and I said, I'm pretty sure what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out any of the pumpkin type papers, and we're gonna set those aside because I want it just to be the apple papers, you know. So that's what I'm gonna do. Need to trim a little bit right there. And as you can see, I'll push the corner on there, and I push down with these first to get it attached, and then I'll go in and tighten it up to make sure that it's really good and on there. Okay. Oh yeah. And then any place, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this ground espresso out. And I'm going to go ahead and hit that white edge right there. Just had to wait for that glue to dry there where we did that a little bit on the... We'll do some little bit of trim up on it, and it'll be just fine. But see what I'm talking about? Because see now, see there's the white edge, and then see you do the ground espresso on it. Cover that white edge up real good. And it's in my face, so I can't really see that well. Oh, I like that. That looks good. And that gets any scuffy pieces that the glue didn't handle. Finished it right on up. Okay, so we got the white edge. And that adds to the patina on the inside and the outside. Love it. So then we're going to do it across the top here too. Get any bit of those scruffy bits that didn't catch with the glue, and we'll cut them off as well. Because the center core of this paper is white. So we still got quite a bit, you know, of stuff to do with this cover. And I have not decided if I wanted to do do a wraparound closure or do a hole punch with the I think I may, because I don't have a I do have a pretty red and burgundy seam binding, so I may do that. That would be really pretty. Just going around getting all of these white edges real quick. And then any part that fuzzes up where we didn't get it with the glue, we're just going to trim it off. Okay. Oh, that looks good, don't it? I like that. I like that a bit. Whoopsie. I'm throwing my ink daubers every which way but loose over here. Let's put that up. So see what I'm saying? It helps get that loose bit of fabric. When we did that, we'll snip them suckers off of there. Getting any of this overhang off of it. I know this is a little bit more attention to detail, but I want it to look really, really good. Okay, y'all, I think we got it. This piece up here we'll cut. We'll just ink a little bit more of that. That is really just overhanging quite a bit. Alrighty, I think we got it. Hopefully this time. Because I knew as soon as I hit it with that ink dauber, any little bits that was still loose from the glue or what have you, it was going to knock it up. Okay. Well, we got that done. Now let's put our other two corners on and get into doing the whatchamacallit. I'm moving around too much. I'm getting on my own nerves right at the moment. But, you know, it's the process. So we're just showing you, you know, if you want to take a cereal box and cover it with some scrap fabrics and stuff, you know, what you may have to do to make sure that it looks finished, you know. A little bit of old Fabri-Tac squishing out there on me. Every paper towel I get, I drop it. I've got 3 paper towels on the floor behind me right now. That's what I was trying to do a minute ago, was get my paper towel. I was like, shoot, just get another one. But yeah, I've got 3 paper towels on the floor. Oh, that looks good on the front, don't it? Yep. That's gonna look great. Okay, this is bubbling out. Of course it is. Can't get it to come down, and then it wants to just sit there and bubble. So let's get this one filled. And then we'll set it up right so it'll quit bubbling. When my hand hurts like this, it is hard for me to hold and grip and pinch things, you know, with my hands the way I need to get them to fit the way I want them to. So it's a little annoying. Because normally I pinch these in with my fingers and my tool, and then I put a grip on them. I kind of can't do that at the moment. Yeah, there we go. And that's what I needed you to do, buddy. And these wipes are super duper wet. I don't know what's going on with them, but like every pack that I've got out is like they're just wringing in water. Super duper wet. Okay, let's pinch this one. That one looked like to me that, there we go. Now it is on there. It looked like it didn't fit flush up against it. Okay, so now we got it. We're done. So now let's see if we can't break the spine on it and not break the whole book. That's going to be the test. I'm going to get my bone folder here. And get it started. So you got to work it a little bit. where the crease is. Okay. Yep, and of course it's going to pop off on the outside, so we'll just take Fabri-Tac and fix that. I ain't worried about it. See what I'm saying right here? Yep. So, just popping that cover. Oh, yeah. Yep, so we'll just put the Fabri-Tac on that, and it'll be great. I'm happy with it. And it didn't buckle up on the inside. That's good. So we really just need to Fabri-Tac this piece right here. That one little strip there where I didn't get glue all the way to the edge, because I don't want that coming up. Didn't really want to use Fabri-Tac on this that much, because I really don't want the Fabri-Tac mess on the cover, because that's why I used the white glue. Alright, let's lay it flat. Mash that out of there and wipe it off of it. See, this is why I hate Fabri-Tac, because it does this crap. It mushes out. And then you have to set and peel it off of whatever you got it on. I just messed that up. Then I'm going to fix it. Well. I was thinking of just, reaching and grab quick. Should have just put it on there with the white glue and just left it. I know that looks really, really bad and awful right now, but that's going to dry and I can get that off of there. So we're fine. We're going to move forward. It's annoying. Very, very annoying. All of those pieces are good. Okay. All right, so and see, no matter how much I move and flex it, it's not. I need you to snatch and grab quick, buddy. Just snatch and grab it. Why can't you just do that for me? Work for what I need you to. One time, Fabri-Tac, one time. let's get the inside of this, because I want it from bend to bend. And that's it right there, right? Yep. Three inches exactly. Sorry for my tantrum, but that's greatly irritating right there. And that is, yes, what I'm doing. I'm having a full-on tantrum right now, without all the cuss words. But I know it'll dry and it'll be fine. It's just super annoying. Okay. There we go. And then, you know, of course I got, let's get this done. Alright, so, and I'm really not even sure how many signatures I want in it. Do I want 2 or do I want 3? I guess I need to decide that first, don't I? Before I start trying to make a template to fix something that I don't even know what I want yet. Let's get our signatures together. I know I'm annoying right now. Alright. So this is the Apple Orchard scrappy papers from My Porch Prints. Now this, I think my ink was running out, but I kept it just because I was like, I can make stuff out of that anyways, you know, whatever. And left them white on the back just because I could make some tags and stuff with that. So we're going to put that back in there. The rest of it is printed front and back. So you have like the apple pie, front and back. And you have like this plaid. And there's this real pretty floral rosy looking pieces. And there's the apples. There's the actual leaves. And then it repeats. So that is that kit. And then it is Cozy Autumn 3. And that is by Wizards Art Designs. So you have this with the little bug piece down there. And then you have the mushrooms. So I'm pulling these pieces out. And then you have the little hedgehog with the apple baskets and that. And then this is just, you know, like a woodsy leaf theme. So I'm pulling that out. This has the apples and the hedgehog. So that we're going to use in this journal. These, I'll take these and add all the pumpkin and stuff. We'll make a completely different journal out of this. Just only apple bits is going in this one. So these will be put up. And we'll use that for something else. And then this is the Cozy Autumn 2 from Wizards Art Designs as well. And what I'm going to do with it is pull just the apple pieces. So this is, you know, the apple pie. And then you have, like, you know, the soup and that with the pumpkins. I'm going to pull that out. Then you have apples here. Then you have the pumpkins. I'm pulling that out. And then you have this here, which is, you know, like the pumpkins are on one side and then the drink. So then that basically leaves us with 1, 2, 3, come on papers, 4, 5 actual printed journal pages. And then these will be used as something else. So I think I'm going to take those and put them together with the other pumpkin leafy themes and make a journal out of that together. Because this, I just want apples. Okie doke. So now, with that being said, I got my my Bargain Paradise pages, so we're going to pull out a piece of those. For each signature. I'm wanting to do 2 signatures in this. Hopefully we can make it happen. I think there is 5 or 6 different pages in this. These are the ones that I got off of Amazon a long time ago that we made the butterfly journal out of. And I'm just wanting to use them. Okie doke. So now the reason why I said that I was going to use that Apple Orchard scrap pack and these pieces here is because I think I can take these, split them in half, like I had the 2 sides. So there's one set, there's one set. You see what I'm saying? So we can intermingle these with our page kits is what I'm trying to get conveyed. And then we'll put these in between. So now. Okay. I think it would be best just to take these and crisscross. Or just, do this with them. 1 and 1. There we go. Just do this. Makes it a little simpler and easier. Alright. So now this is going to be 1. And this is going to be 1. Alright, so now let's work on the first one first. Alright, so let's figure out what we want. Alright, I want this as the front of 1, and I want this as the front of 1. I do believe. So now let me see. This may be the front signature. Starts off with the apple pie. Yep. And then this here will be the front of the second signature. And then that would be the back of it. And seeing that color goes with that. Okay. All right. I think that's what I'm doing. I don't know. Actually, I like that. Yeah. Let's make that the front. And then see, and then that, that'll lead into, where's the one that had the bug on it? Yeah, I still like this one. still like this one as the front page for the one signature, so we'll do that. Okay, that's one. So then I'm going to put this hedgehog over here in this to, you know, make it come together. And we'll do this, and then we'll have that. And that puts me a page short over here, don't it? Daggone it. Well, well. Let's see, we can, I think the one that had the, just the leaves in it would be good. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Yep, because, yeah, we'll do that. And we'll put it here because, see, look, that's got leaves in it, so we'll put it there. Okay. So that is our kit pages. Okay, so this will be the first one. Let's put that over here. We'll mess with it in just a minute. This is our second, going to be our second signature, I think. No, this will be our first signature. This one here. Okay. So now we got this. Let's see how we got these here. Some nondescript florally bits that we can intermingle with the colors, and that's fine. So we'll put that over there. And then we have the apple pie. The apple and the leaves. All right, so I want the apple pie to be the center page for both. So that's going to go there. Okie dokie. So then, let's take and put one of these in. And then we'll put the apple one in. Then we'll have a kit page. Put one of these in. Put the tree leaves in. Put one of those in. And we have that. Then we'll take and put, that's a little bit lighter than the other ones. We'll put this one in. And we'll put that in. I think that's going to be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now I want to take, I like that with that. That looks pretty. I'm happy with that. Okay. All right, so that's one signature. Now these pieces here, if we don't use them, that's fine. We can also, you know, make tuck spots, pockets, whatever, and it really doesn't have to go with this. We can put it just in our stuff, or we can add it to the other journal. Whatever, whatevs. I don't need to lose this because that's my whatchamacallit. All right, so that is the first signature done. Yay, yay. Getting somewhere now, ain't we? I'm sorry, y'all. But sometimes, you know, you got to get your thought process together on what you want to do. And the reason I want this little buggy here is because, you know, you remember we had this little bug in that little scrap pack from the Hobby Lobby. I think it's going to work right there. So I'm going to put it on a pocket on the opposite page of that. But yes, I am. Like it's trying to eat my apples. Okie doke. So I used that one and that one, and then we had this one. Did not use you, did not use you. Okie doke. Right. Right, okay. And we had this piece. Okay. All right, so again, we're going to do apple pie is the middle. these are put together a little backwards, I think. So I think I had this one here, this one. I didn't use these. This is upside down. So we had this here, this here. I had this, this, and then this. Is that right? Yep. See, I like the apple pie with the check because it reminds me of the tablecloth at Grandma's, you know what I'm saying? So, there we go. All right, so those are the signatures. Yay! Oh, that's going to be fun. So then we'll have 2 fat signatures, and that's going to be plenty of room to hold that because they're 11 pages apiece. But now, like I said, you know, we could have added these in, but I like them, but we can make other pieces out of them. Actually, we could take this whole thing right here, make a journal out of it itself. You know what I mean? Sure could. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this and that back in this here. And all of these scrap papers and stuff, I saved them on my laptop. Those I didn't get rid of because you can reprint and do all kinds of stuff with them. Lovely add-ons to any journal. Oh yeah, that's drying up good. Yeah, I'm gonna let that dry up some more. And then I'll sit here and get it off of it. Piece there is not connecting. That's irritating. See, I knew when I started messing with that Fabri-Tac, I should have just went on ahead and done the white glue and just, because that's what I was afraid was going to happen. The Fabri-Tac was going to do that to my fabric. But it's okay. Uh-oh. Oh, she took him. She brought him back in. The dog started yapping real quick, like outside. Okay, so we're going to do 2 signatures. Now, I think I can do this here. And then what I want to do is I want to do because neither one of them is right smack dab in the middle. That is so irritating. I don't even want to look at it. It's just, it is so irritating, y'all. I can't even tell you how irritating that is. Three, 2, 3. So I think if I go 1, 2, 3 lines in, 1, 2, 3 lines in here, yeah, that's going to give me a bunch in the middle, but I've got a bunch of stuff to stuff in these. And I'm going to need the inch, and so, you know, for the fatness of this journal. I really am. Because what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to sew on here. So I'm thinking I need to poke my holes on the outside. All right, let me put this on my grid here so I can see. That's the front, and that's the second one. All right, doing this a little bit different. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, so the 1, 2, 3 in. That's going to be really difficult to do that with a non-see-through piece of paper. Kind of needs to be here. And here. Alrighty. I have like this burgundy red and I have this red, and they're both kind of the same, but we'll figure it out. So this is a really truly y'all are in the craft room with me kind of day here. I'm just sitting here trying to work this out and get it figured out. Just showing you, you know, yeah, sometimes the process is a wee more difficult than you actually see on video. Because most of the time I sit and do all this off camera, and I'm like, okay, fellas, ladies, this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? But, yeah. So I know I was wanting to use the stripes as placements on the outside, so I don't have the red yarn anywhere else. Okay, so now what I think I can do is, goodness gracious woman, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to go ahead and poke my holes in this here. Now I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Non-conventional way of doing this. I'm so sorry, y'all. Normally you measure and do all that good stuff. 3. So what I'm doing is I'm poking my holes in my spine where I want my stuff to be at. And then I'm going to go on the inside, or, you know, whatever, and put this down. Just measure it, you knucklehead. I mean, why are you even trying to do that for? Just do something that makes some sense today. I'm irritated really greatly because I messed my cover up. That's what's really my problem right now. I'm really irritated greatly about that. Just letting y'all know. That is truly what my biggest problem is. I'm just irritated, ain't a word for it. I'm pissed off about that. So much so, I can't even read a ruler now. My goodness. Alright, so you know 4.5 and 4.5 is half of 9. Crazy. You can do it the old school way too. You can just take your pieces of paper and fold it in half and don't even fool with all that measuring. Let's just do that. That works great for me. How about y'all? Just take your piece of paper, meet the ends up, and fold it. So that should be the middle of it. I'm going to come up here about 1 inch in, because I know these are going to be some fat signatures, so I want it kind of close, you know what I mean? And I'm just poking my holes in it. And I'm going to come straight across this sucker here. 1, 2, 3, right? Yep. And I'm going in between those right here in the middle of the book. And so now all I gotta do is take where the folded piece is, match it up with my corners here, the top and bottom of the book. Well, that's what I said I was gonna do. My goodness gracious. Why can't I do this today? What is wrong with me? I'm just telling you, that cover piece is really just irritating me to no end. That's what the problem is. Poke a hole right there where it's folded. And then I'll just make the hole. Okay. Well, it is not a conventional way of doing it. You should measure and do all of that, but that's the way I've done it today. So I'm pretty good at eyeballing. Okay. Look. Is this red? Yeah, that's red. Is that burgundy red going to match it better? I think it might. Yep, I think it does, because this is red. Yeah, slightly different hue. That burgundy color there matches really good, so we're going to use that one. Okay, so I need 2 of these. 1, 2, 3. I I'm just working on camera today, basically. 1, 2, 3. That's pretty much what's happening here today, y'all. Just working on camera, that's all. No tutorialness happening on this channel whatsoever. Okie doke. And I did all that, and I gotta fold my signatures up and get them together. Okay. Alright, let's do that first. Yep, I got all the holes poked. I'm good. I want the knife piece to be at the other end away from me, so I don't accidentally put my hand down on it and hurt myself. Alright, that's the first signature. This is the second signature. Let's get these suckers done. I'm getting them in there today. We may not do nothing else, but we're getting the signatures in it because that's what I want to happen, and it's going to happen. I think it's going to be cute. You know, what's making a journal if you can't mess up the cover and fix it? You know, and then have the debacle of Fabri-Tac. It's Nemesis, I swear it is. And then I'm irritated greatly with that cover. That makes me mad, because that was the whole point of why I used the white glue instead of Fabri-Tac, because I knew the Fabri-Tac was going to make it look white if it got out underneath it. And then my hand's hurting. I can't even slide my hand up and down. It is complaining a lot today, I'm telling y'all. Frustration's coming through. I'm so sorry. But I think it's going to be cute. I need to get into find me a little hedgehogs and stuff, because I do believe that my Junk Journal Studio in her fall bounty kit had some hedgehoggy little peoples, little fussy cuts and stuff in that. So I'm gonna look through that and see if I can't find some of them. I think that'll be quite cute. Okay, now the way this is, I don't know if I'll be able to use them clips or not. Probably just be just as better off to not use them, because, you know, yeah, that looks good with that right there. I'll take that green apple page and make me a tag or something out of it. I think that's going to look great. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and get these pinched together so they'll be ready to roll. The only bad thing about doing a multi-signature journal is that you can't take and clip your signature in it, which you can, but so it makes it a little bit harder to do. So there's that one. How long have I wasted y'all's time already? Over an hour, and I ain't got nothing done. Besides putting the corners on. Well, we got the signatures together. And then, so I think I'm going to fold these up. I'll stop the video. We'll sew one signature in at least. Let's do that on today's video, since it's already over an hour anyways. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I gotta quit worrying about staying within that hour time restraint. Because, you know, some things you can't do within an hour. I mean, really. But I also know, too, that, you know, the views are lower. People don't like to sit for the whole time, especially, you know, like today where I'm fumbling around, you know. But that's okay. The struggle is real, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the struggle is real some days. And I was looking through and I said, you know what? Not many people do apples for fall, you know, and we have, you know, the Autumn Leaves Festival here in my town every year. It's a big to-do. You know, people come from, I mean, like everywhere for this thing. Anybody that has ever lived in this town comes back home for this event. I think that was that way. But yeah, so we have vendors from all over the place. They're in a hotel within 100 miles of our town for the whole week that this event goes on. And it's Thursday, Friday. Well, it used to be Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it would close at 6 on Sunday. Well, now they stopped doing Thursday night. So now they close the street on Friday. Like Thursday evening after school lets out. They close the street and they start setting up. And then the weeks before that, they have spent weeks mapping out, putting where, you know, this vendor setting, that vendor setting. And it's just, you know, like all of Main Street, all of the little side streets leading up to Main Street is just covered with craft vendors of any types and assortment. And food vendors like crazy. And in a lot of the local high schools and booster clubs and stuff, that's where they get the majority of their money is from this event. They have ham biscuits, which is what my school sold during these events. Hot ham biscuits. I remember standing there yelling that for hours. But yeah, that's what my school did. Alright, I'm just going to even this up here. Oh, man. I know I poked the other stuff in that, but we're just going to even this up with the top and bottom. So our pages are centered in our book. Okay, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and poke both of them. And kind of what I'm doing is using the fold of the paper to hold it in place so it don't wiggle and move around on me until I get the holes punched in it. Okay. want this on the front. Is that what I decided? I can't remember. Can't remember. Okay, this is the front cover. This is up. Let's get to town. At least make it look like we did something useful today. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of it was I wanted to make sure that, you know, the cover, you know, wasn't just shaggy dabby. Wanted it to look a little more professionally done. That's not where I want you, buddy. So I can't hold the yarn tight or the book pages tight, so I gotta fight with it a little bit. Because my hand hurts over here. I can't manhandle it. You know what I'm saying? There we go. We got it though. By George. I hope I don't offend anybody by, you know, showing you the real of putting it together. But see, like that went straight down that spine and you ain't even going to notice that it's there. Because, you know, this is really, truly what you have to do some days. I mean, you know, it's not every day's, you know, rainbows and butterflies in here. It truly is. You know, you got to put a little bit of work in. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the clippy bits off. And we got that pretty well centered. Pretty well centered. I'm happy with the centered piece on it. Could have went a little bit more down, but I'm happy with it. Now if we get both of them attached and fixed, I'll be happy with that. All right, so now I'm just gonna attach that to the cover. Hopefully I don't rip nothing apart when I go to pull them off. I'm just doing it to get it out of my way so it's not flip-flapping in my face. That's upright, that's upright. We're upright. Okie dokie. And yeah, it's going to have a big center section in the middle there. And I'm fine with that. That's why I put the fabric on the inside of it. This cover is super duper stiff, so we're going to have to do some little flexing on it. I want to wait till I get the journal signatures in it before I do that. Oh, goodness gracious. Pull through there, buddy. What is your problem today? It is not, you know, the parts or the materials. It's the operator of them. Trust me. It is the pure souled problem of the operator of them using the materials. It is not the materials. So let's not even blame that. Oh, goodness, my hand is killing me. All right, now let's see what we did here. You need to go over yonder. On that side, you are nowhere near even, so let's even you up. Okay, that is close. It's going to get to even. ma'am. It's Whirl Jet, buddy. And like I said, I'm sorry it's took an hour and probably 20 minutes or 30 minutes to get 2 signatures together and sewed into the journal today. But I'm working a little gimpy with the left hand. You can see it's swelled up pretty bad today on both sides. So, and that causes me to be a little more irritable than normal. Just a little bit more irritable than I normally am. And then I wanted to make sure that that cover was spot on. I'm still not happy with it. Hopefully that place will dry and I can get that daggum stuff off of there. But yeah, see, we're gonna have us about an inch in the middle. Now, what I want to make sure is, oh my goodness, did you just see that? Wow, a whole page missing out of that signature. Good Lord. Yep, the whole page missing, slap dab out of that signature right there. You know why? Because it was folded up with the other one. Okie dokie. Well, guess what? We're just going to take this one right on back out of there. I mean, how did that happen? I didn't even poke holes in it. Wow. Wow. My goodness, y'all. Bless me. Oh, good gracious. And that is tied tight, too. Wow. I don't think I need to put this video up. I swanny. I mean, if it's meant to mess up, then yeah, that's good Lord. What in the world? I mean, my goodness, y'all. That is just all kinds of specialness right there. You know, making sure that it's upright and everything. And then, oh yeah, let's make sure that you got all your pages folded right and actually in the signature. Crazy. Oh my goodness, y'all. And I am bound and determined I am not going to cut this right here. Just because it would be admitting defeat. It would be admitting defeat. I'm telling you, it would. I'm just not going to do it today. We are not admitting that we got defeated by the journal making process today, y'all. Somebody's in the background hollering, "Oh, just get off of YouTube, woman." Oh, me. All right. There we go. We got you now, buddy. All right, we'll open you up. Stick your special little self right there where you belong. That's the one that I took and turned around that way too. So, you know, you would think that would have been the one that I made sure was open back up. Knucklehead. Oh my goodness, y'all. Wow. Yeah, because that was the one I was like, well, that darker side. Yeah, see, because the lighter side's on the front here. So I was like, well, let me switch that around. And my stupid self shoved it right in there, closed. So that's how come it wasn't sewn into the signature. Didn't even get holes poked in it. Okay, flip it around. Upright, upright. Yes. Okay, goodness. Wow. Y'all are in for a treat. But before y'all even click on this video today, and good thing that's a thin paper, so we just going for it. Bound and determined at this point that this is not going to defeat me today. We are not getting defeated. Okie dokie. Guess I should have known something was up. It went in there too quick. You know what I'm saying? Should have known something was awry with it. It went in there too good. Alright. Okie dokie. Snappy, snappy. Let's tie these knots again. For the second time. Y'all, I'm so sorry. Maybe I should title, maybe that should be the title of the video. I'm so sorry, y'all. What do we think? Oh, it's going to be pretty if I can ever get it together. Oh my goodness. So this is what I'm talking about. Once I get the signature in, fold that cover on over. Make it a little more pliable, buddy. Oh gosh, that looks so ugly right there. Everything else is beautiful, but that right there, my goodness. That is the ugliest thing. It's so annoying. Okie dokie. Alright. It's together. And yeah, I know that's, so see, we got like, here's the bend on this side. And you got about, you know, 1.25 inches maybe-ish there. And the signatures line up. Yes, they do. And then you've got, you know, a good inch or so here. Just maybe a smidget hair off, but I think it's fine. Laid out, they look like, whoops, I headbutted y'all. Laid out, they look like they meet up. But when you open it up, it looks off. I don't know. But, you know, the pages meet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the pages meet, so I'm good. Alright, I'm getting off of here because I think I've annoyed y'all and myself enough today. So, we got our signature together. I'm going to work on getting this mess here off. Let's see what I can do about that. But see how you can't even tell that that's sewn in there. Yeah, love it. Thank y'all so much for putting up with me and my nonsense today. 1 hour and 25 minutes worth of nothingness. Finally got the signature together and put in. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.